Nearly 150,000 people across the country are injured each year in crashes involving all-terrain vehicles, namely four-wheelers. That according to the Consumer Products Safety Commission. ATVs are useful tools around the farm, but more and more parents are giving them to their children, and more children are being injured and killed. Recently, an ATV crash left a 14-year-old Iberville Parish girl in critical condition in a Baton Rouge hospital. This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Sabine begins our team coverage of ATV safety and what you can do to protect yourself and your children.
Dale Prepara and Cecil Ramagas go about their daily grind. It's time to plant sugarcane, and as Dale preps the seed bed, Cecil cuts out the tall, lush seed cane for next year's crop. But as the cane makes its way to the seed bed, both men are distracted by an ATV accident that nearly took the life of 14-year-old Katie Tuminello.
It was a four-way crossing, and two were coming from one way and one was coming up the other way. And the cane was so tall, they did not hear each other, nor did they see each other until it was too late.
Sean Tassez's son, Holden, was riding the ATV behind Katie's. He called 911 after Katie suffered multiple injuries, including broken ribs, a punctured lung, and severe head trauma. Sean, who was very close to the Tuminellos, felt weak when she got the worst news of her life.
It was very heart-wrenching. It was, I knew immediately, I was thankful that he was not hurt, but yet again I was concerned about the parents of the children who were severely hurt. And I felt in my heart breaking because I knew what they would be faced with.
Sugarcane fields are attractive to young ATV riders because of wide open spaces and their proximity to rural neighborhoods. However, these same fields often hold hidden dangers, including moving farm equipment and almost no visibility around corners. Katie's accident happened on Dale Prepara's farm. He says a working sugar plantation is the last place for joyriding.
You know, we work out in these fields all the time. We may dig up a culvert or something like that, and they're not aware of it. They could run off the culvert that's not there anymore and right into a dead-end ditch.
Dale's partner, Cecil Ramagas, doesn't want to see another child die in an ATV crash on a sugar farm.
It's frustrating in the sense that as a parent, it hits you in the heart because you'd hate to see this happen to your child. I'd rather a parent be mad at me for calling the cops and saying, hey, I need your child off of my place, than for me to call the parent and say, look, your child's been in an accident, you need to meet him at the hospital.
Farm Bureau Safety Director Wendell Miley says protective gear like a helmet can prevent injuries while riding ATVs. He says some four-wheelers can reach speeds upwards of 50 miles an hour. At that speed, he says it's important that young operators know what they're doing.
They are motorized vehicles. They're not toys. This one here probably weighs 500 to 600 pounds. They can get as high as probably 800 to 900 pounds, some of the bigger ATVs on the market. So they need to be treated as such. There's too many kids that are riding large machines, and that really results in a lot of accidents with our youngsters.
Since the accident, Sean Tassez has taken away her son's ATV. She says parents who let their kids ride four-wheelers need to step up their supervision. Her advice to parents who are considering putting a four-wheeler in the hands of a child?
Safety first. Safety first. Kids don't think it's cool not to wear a helmet. They need to wear that helmet because these kids have sustained fractures, cracked skulls, brain injury. Don't think it can never happen to your family or your child.
I talked with Katie's mom on the phone to get an update on her condition, and she told me some good news. Doctors have removed Katie from a respirator, and she is making baby steps toward her recovery. Now, while Katie's accident happened in a sugarcane field like this one, there are also some safety concerns about ATVs and railroads. This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson has some news about that.